Hey everybody, Spiral Sigil here, and welcome to the Heroes of the Storm patch notes for September 26, 2017, otherwise known as the release of Ana and the day that my friend Rob started playing this game literally non-stop until he hit level 100, because he's been psyched for weeks about this. I decided to do a quick run-through of the patch notes before I start doing first impressions gameplay for the day, because I've got Ana, and I still haven't tried Kel'Thuzad, so I'm picking him up today as well, so you might see a video for that as well, depending on how good or bad it goes, I don't know. So let's start here. The first thing here, besides, Ana coming out, which is front and center because they always lead with their new heroes, is the new event, the Pachimari Mania. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. I've never gotten that word. So open loot boxes to be the first team to find the goat in Pachimari. Beginning of match, loot boxes will spawn on your starting area, blah, blah, blah. Basically, it's kind of like the other events they've done in the past where before the game actually gets going, you have to do a thing. And the more of that you do, the better you get as the results pile up. So there's 4 different parts of it, and they get banners, sprays, portraits, blah, blah, blah. Find the golden Pachimaru and you're golden. That's it. So basically, the more people who haven't done it yet, the better chances are, because a lot of people just tend to stop doing these quests the moment they finish them themselves, because they don't give 2 craps about the rest of the people. It's the nature of team-based games. New hero, Ana. I've watched her gameplay already, and I've seen, what she can do. She seems like an interesting pick, and according to Rob, who mains her in Overwatch, he says she plays exactly like she should. With the skill shot-focused abilities, and the fact that, she's not a great burst healer, but that's what Biotic Grenade is for, and, all that. Apparently, she feels like she should, and considering how many hours he's clocked into Ana, I'm just gonna take that at face value and run with that. So, if she's good, if she's bad, I don't know, but she's a pullover from another game, and apparently she does that well, so that's good enough for me right now. And I'll get to see her myself pretty soon when I do her first impressions video. Battlegrounds. Oh yeah, they said at the top of this that orange were things that were changed from, or orange text was changed from the PTR, so I guess this is all going to be new here. Mercenaries, Impaler and Trooper camps, Siege Mercenaries found on the new map, Battlefield of Eternity and Infernal Shrines. Enemy health has been slightly decreased, or early game health has been slightly decreased. Base damage and skill values have been increased by roughly 50%. Damn! You gotta stop these things, they're gonna wreck shit now. And Defender Mercenaries can no longer be affected by displacement effects. Alright, fair enough. Let's see, Hanamura and Volskaya. Have they even put Hanamura back into the game yet? They canceled Hanamura a while ago to fix things. I guess it was people bitching about it. I don't know why I liked Hanamura. But I haven't seen it come back since. I don't actually know if it's even in the game right now. But mercenary item drops no longer require short channel to be picked up. That makes sense. I always kind of question that because, they were meant to model after the Overwatch style, which is literally, there's a health pack. Run over the health pack, now you have a health pack used. Why do I got a channel at it? Now that said, the channel was crazy fast, so it wasn't really a deal breaker, but this makes more sense with the idea they were going with. Support camps can only recapture with bribe talents. That makes them really, really useless talents to pick on certain maps. Hanamura has no regular camps, so there's really no reason to take bribe on that map. And I haven't tried the new map out yet. I'm kind of hoping that synergizes with my first impressions video, so I can try them both at the same time, but we'll see. So, yeah. I'm okay with that. I didn't take bribe too many times to begin with, because not a lot of characters I normally play have bribe. When they do, it's usually the good talent to take, but I haven't played a lot of Murky lately, so. The new battleground, Volskaya Foundry. The main thing about this one is the control point and the mech you get to pilot, so kind of like with Garden of Terror or Dragon Shrine, you compete for an objective, and if you win that objective this time, you get the drivable mount this time, and this time it's 2 players. So one person controls the movement, one person controls the weapons, and they all have different abilities, which are all featured right. Yeah. And it looks pretty freaking deadly. It looks like a little bit of a combination of the Punisher from Infernal Shrines, the unstoppability of the Dragon Knight, and the kind of control aspect of the Garden Terror. So it's gonna be really deadly if you can get this. So if you can't contest the objective, you better be fast at killing this thing. Otherwise, you're fucked. Let's see. Custom sandbox game. I guess this is a common thing for other ones, Curse Hollow has this as well. Sandbox version of Volskaya Foundry has been added to custom games. Much like the sandbox version of Cursed Hollow, this battleground allows up to 10 players at once to use a variety of cheats to test the limits of their heroes in the battleground. I guess it's a testing map, essentially. Which isn't too bad, it's good. I liberally use the test function, or the try me function for heroes for my spotlights, so more testing functions is always a good thing for me. Vehicles. All vehicles, including the Dragon Knight, Garden Terror, and the Triglav Protector, the new one, are unstoppable. Now, I saw a couple of posts about this just the other day because they announced this was going to be the case. And people are really worried about this because, as you said, like, if someone's attacking their, like, the core or something like that, you can't just, like, push them out of the way with LRX telekinesis or stir them away with CC. I think Stitches used to be able to hook them. Obviously, that's not going to be the case anymore. So you better be able to kill them fast. Now, I did see someone, sorry, if you're watching, I have completely forgotten who posted this, but you'll know who you are, on the Heroes community stating that blind is not, like, unstoppable doesn't affect blind. So you can still blind the hell out of these things and save yourself some damage. So later on in this, we're going to get to a change with Joanna, and it's going to make her very, very useful for stopping them because her blind can be extended now. So that's great, but like, Lily, Cassia, and Joanna are going to be really good at stopping these things because at least they can do something to mitigate the damage, if not stop it entirely. So that'll be really handy, and it's good because if you get one of these objectives, like the whole point of this over, say, a League of Legends map where it's literally just you do the same thing every time, the point of an objective-based game like this is the objectives are supposed to be the big turning point. You're supposed to compete for them because they are so useful. That's why I've never really understood the mentality of just let them get the first one. Like, Curse Hollow, I get it. Like, letting them get one curse, or not one curse, sorry, one, like, icon thing, emblem, whatever the fuck they are. Those things are, like, that's fine, because that's just 1 out of 3 they need. That's not too bad. But letting them get one of these freaking tanks to drive around in, that will be a problem. So, you gotta contest these objectives. The battleground rotation happened. This is only really effective if you play ranked, so, I think unranked draft also might have these as well. But either way, quick match is what I generally play in right now, just because I don't give a crap and I play with friends, so, But Volskaya Foundry's in it, Haunted Mines got added back in, Towers of Doom and Warhead Junction. They took out Blackheart's Bay, Brax's Holdout, and Sky Temple, so here's the entire full list. I still do not see Hanamura anywhere on here, so I'm assuming it's not in it. Let's see, AI. So the AI of a lot of different heroes have gotten tactical improvements, which is like, holy crap. That's good, because like you don't play against AI a lot unless you're testing on a new character or if you just want an easy win for something. However, what everyone's going to run into, and what some people might actually not be realizing with this, is this also affects the AI if you've got an Anubarak on your team that suddenly disconnects. Shit. At least if the AI has been improved in some way, you might not have a wash of a game. Like, I've had close matches with an AI because the teammate was really bad and they just dropped, or maybe they quit because we hassled them, I don't know. When you have a really, really bad player that feeds on purpose and you know it, you just want them to leave, you'd rather have a bot. Maybe now the bot might not be such a bad alternative. Who knows? Sound. Voice lines for selected... have been selected for in players' loadouts have the volumes increased in game. Makes sense. They now have a larger 3D fall-off, increasing sound exclusivity. Okay. So this way you won't have a whole bunch of voice lines, like, counteracting each other and trying to talk over one another, which is not bad. Banners that are placed after completing an objective, capturing mercenaries, blah, 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 will now display the name of the player who owns that banner. I will bet you that is because when Kel'Thuzad came out and he had that custom banner, which was like the only unique looking banner with the bleeding Naxxramas skull thing with the poison on it, everybody used that. Like, everybody's banner was that. So this is probably to be like, well, what's the point of banners if they're not going to be unique? Well, at least your name's up there now. Healing indicators, this is going to be for Anna, I bet. Increased and decreased healing indicators have been added for heroes' health bars when they are affected by healing modifiers such as Anna's Biotic Grenade. Yeah, there are a few other people who can do that, I think. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure there's somebody else who can up the rate of healing for a little while. Maybe Uther has a talent for that. But yeah, this was mostly for Anna. And hero icons on the minimap now indicates which direction that hero is facing. Okay, maybe I'm just bad, but I'm trying to figure out the tactical use of that. Is there any abilities that really require that? Like, I don't think there's anybody who has an ability that if you're not facing them, it gets an additional effect. Like, I'm thinking, I think it's Tryndamere in League of Legends has an ability that if you're not facing them, on top of the ability doing something else, it now makes them feared as well because they're chicken. Or maybe they're taunted and they attack you anyway. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've played LoL. But, yeah, either way, if that does something awesome, great. If not, I feel like that was a wasted effort. I don't know. A new Play 2 games and Overwatch hero daily custom been added. It's because they finally have enough Overwatch heroes to justify it. Still waiting on some more Blizzard Classic characters, but, you know, not going to hold my breath. Social. Players under level 5 can no longer whisper non-friends using chat players' commands. I guess that's to stop people, like people who just make an account just to troll people, or the maybe like the Overwatch players who come over to get the exclusive skins or something to stop them from trolling. I don't know. If it's just under like player level 5, you can achieve in like 2 wins if you're good enough, or if you've got like a stim pack or something. So the point of this, I do not understand. It should now be easier to differentiate between owned and unknown items in your collection. Additionally, item places. See, this is something I always wondered why they didn't have before. Like, if I bought something, and for whatever reason I wanted to know what the price of it was supposed to be, to tell someone else, like, oh, you should buy this character. They're like 4,000 gold. Well, if I already own them, I can't tell them that unless I go to the store menu specifically for that character. So, like, it's not a needed addition, but it's a nice one to have, if that makes any sense. All right, on to the heroes. Chromie, Time Trap now has a unique minimap icon. I saw some of these ones here for like Falstad and the like before when I was looking at the PTR changes, so I guess they're just holding them over. But now if you, this will apply to every hero that has a global movement ability, but now it will go on a cooldown if it gets interrupted, including if you stop doing it. So you can't just like fly, no wait, fly there. Like you have to wait 10 seconds. And it will also post in the chat saying that you are on the way. So you don't always have to ping it too. Like the game's got you covered. If you're flying in and your allies just don't seem to notice that, the game will at least tell them that you're doing it. So it's handy. But like Falstad, I think Dahaka, Brightwing, anybody with a global movement should have it. I think Abathur counts as well. Yeah, his dig counts too. Nova has some minor changes. So sight range increased from 6 to 12. Now matches heroes. Oh, okay, that's good. Remote delivery has been just removed entirely. I guess it's because Holo Decoy already does that. Stability increases the cast range, sight range, duration by 100%. It's not bad. Anti-armor shells, added functionality. Basic attacks now decrease the physical armor of attacked by 10 for 3 seconds. That's good. See, because I'm pretty sure level 7 is when you can take Snipe Master. So really there was no reason to take anything else. But if you get a lot of heavily armored guys, like if you're fighting a Garrosh, for instance, this could actually be a better pick to get rid of that Garrosh, is just breaking his freaking armor with your basic attack. So, consider it. And Psylocke efficiently, range increase from 10 to 15%. Not bad. Made a few changes to Resonant Ghost. Most of the target picks on some underperforming talents. Alongside that, we figure we may as well point our anti-armor shells, to attraction that's more befitting of its name. So even Blizzard realized it's like, hey, you know the thing that shreds armor? It doesn't do that. We should fix that. On to Specialist, Abathur, Deep Tunnel, blah, 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 as I said. Brightwing, Phase Shift, etc. Karazim, what does he got? Breath of Heaven has a higher cooldown and a higher mana cost. That kind of sucks considering that's his healing talent. Level 1 Transcendence, healing increase for... Oh, that's why. They upped the ability so more people would take the actual healing talent. Because, I don't know if you've played around alongside Karazims long enough, but you start to notice that nobody takes healing Karazim. When I've played against Karazims and or I'm playing ranked and I say we need a healer and someone goes Karazim, I'm like, all right, I've seen him perform well, but they're not gonna take the healing talents. And sure enough, they take like the mana talent, which is good for their cooldowns. I'm not trying to gamesay that. Or they'll go damage Karazim. And damage Karazim is fun as fuck, but when you have no healer and the enemy team has like an Uther or a Lily or something, and your Karazim goes damage, like, fuck off, man. So maybe like this will fix it, because that's a nice spike in the healing for your every 3 basic attacks, and that stacks with your freaking Fists of Fury, so you get more healing procs off of it, so it's good. So yeah, if hopefully this helps with that problem. Now I have said it before and I will say it again. Taking Karazim as a solo healer and speccing healing, you will still never be as good as a healer that already does that, like a Malfurion or a Morales. You will never be as good as them, but you gotta balance it out, because like nobody else has the protection from death thing. If you can time that, let's just call it what it is, it's the Zillion ult from League of Legends. If you can time that shit right, you're golden. So, practice makes perfect, but hopefully this means we'll see more healing Karazims out in the Nexus somewhere. And Dash of Light, Q plus W, increased bonus healing from 50% to 75% for dashing to an ally. That's pretty good as well. These changes are designed to increase the power of Insight and Transcendence by shifting more of Karazim's healing power pie into them. Power pie? Okay. I want to encourage the same active gameplay that Iron Fist Karazims have, but increase healing utility instead of damage when other talents are chosen. Rhaegar, chain healing, cast range reduced, bounce range reduced, primary healing reduced, secondary bounce healing reduced. Is Rhaegar doing really well right now? it doesn't seem like all that nerf, that was a direct nerf, was necessary, because I haven't seen Rhaegar in a while. And when I do, the guy's always like an offensive attacker, not a healing support. Like, I haven't seen someone take Ancestral in forever. It's always Bloodlust now. And it's only when Rhaegar is having another support. Like, no one takes Rhaegar as a solo support anymore. We like to make positioning for Rhaegar's chain heal matter more, so we reward players and the teams to get the most of it. To do this, we're reducing the range and the radius of the heal, while also making jumps a greater portion of his overall healing. Oh, okay, so the last one here was just this. That's why. So this was the only part that wasn't a nerf, was the bottom one. I thought they were just all nerfs. It is a significant bounce, almost 100 points. But yeah, I guess if this is the mentality here, you want to make positioning matter more, that makes sense. I get it. It still feels like a drastic just nerf than anything else, but I see where they're going with this, so at least it makes sense. See, I like these little developer comments because they kind of explain stuff, and I really should make it the habit of reading them before I start asking questions. Dahaka, Brush Stalker, blah, blah, blah. Here's the Joanna stuff I was talking about. So, Falling Sword, holy shit. So the mana drops a bit, but the damage is like halved. Like, ow. But it now applies a 50% slow for 2.5 seconds after enemies are knocked into the air. So, we've traded about half the damage, which, let's be real, as a tank, you shouldn't be focusing on anyway. You don't need damage as a tank. You need CC, and you need blocking, you need defense. So you're trading half the damage, essentially, for a 50% slow. As a tank, that's exactly what you need. So, you know what? I was going to say that's a nerf, but that might well be a buff. If not, that's just a change, and that's okay. Because that works out more for what Joanna's supposed to be out there doing. Talents, level 1. Law of Hope moved from level 7. Health regeneration, health increase, and cooldown reduction. Generation Master, finally gone because it was generic. Righteous Smash Q, gone. Hold Your Ground, move from level 13. No longer requires Iron Shields to be broken for 4-second cooldown reduction. That's good. So Hold Your Ground actually just got a lot better. Conviction, move from level 7. They're moving a lot of talents around on her, Jesus. But yeah, this is the one I was talking about earlier with the Garden Terror and the Dragon Knight and everything. Increases the blind duration of shield glare by 0.5 seconds. Your auto attacks against blinded heroes increase their blind duration by 1 second, up to a maximum of 3 seconds. In other words, holy shit, they can be blind for a while. So if you're in there swinging away, and let's be honest, Joanna doesn't die, so you're going to be in there swinging away, they're going to be blind for a while. So that's really good. Like, I can almost see this being like the go-to talent for level 7, unless the enemy team is entirely mages. Like, short of that, this will be your level 7 talent every game. It's just gonna happen. But it's really good, so whatever. Subdue got moved from 13, and functionality increased. Hitting 2 enemies with Punish caused the slow to be increased to 80% and no longer decay. Ooh. That's good. And if you can manage to get all 4 enemies with 4 enemy heroes with a single use of it, you get that bonus all the time, every time. That's really good too. Oh, why do they move that to level 7? They have to compete with fucking Blind for life. Shit, that's good. I still think the Blind's gonna win this one out though. Blessed Hammer, new functionality. Activate to create 2 hammers. The Spiral on Joanna. Hitting enemy heroes with shield glare reduces the cooldown of the spell by 8 seconds. 30-second cooldown. Damage increased from... That's a lot. Oh, okay, so Blessed Hammer is not just linked... Yeah, if I'm reading this correctly, that means Blessed Hammer is not linked to, whatever the pull ability is that I'm spacing on. Is it Condemn? I think it's Condemn. Whatever the one that just sucks people in, that's when Hammer used to proc. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think this might be a separate... Like, this might be a 1-2-3 ability entirely now. That's interesting. I guess they really wanted to make a Hammerden. Like, as much as half the people who play this game. Alright, and new talent, Holy Fury. Deals damage to enemies around you. Each hero hit by Condemn. It's probably Condemn. Increases the damage by 40% for 5 seconds. That's good. That is, like, so much better than... Yeah, Burning Rage got removed, of course. That is so much better. Oh, man. Oh, that's gonna be good. Joanna's gonna be really fun. I gotta play her again. And she has a level 20 talent called Blinded by the Light. Really, Blizzard? Really? Alright. Activate to grant nearby allies a shield equal to 25% of their maximum HP for 3 seconds. Hitting enemy heroes with shield guard reduces the cooldown by 8 seconds. So you give them a shield and you have more of a reason to blind them. Interesting. That's gonna be really good. Although, I will say that the indestructible talent is probably still better because you don't fucking die. Like, the amount of times I've seen a Joanna run, like, flee an enemy team fight that swung against them, get knocked down to 1, suddenly get a massive shield, and walk the fuck away. Every time, man. So to her credit, Joanna's not made many changes since we first released her into the Nexus. Her talent pick and win rates have been fair compared to most heroes. She almost always has a good place in the meta. When she's not in dire need of change, we saw an opportunity to spruce up her talent tree and give her some more interesting options to choose from on various tiers. Fair enough. Now, that's the end of the hero adjustments. So before we get into this, I do have one thing to point out, like, especially because of the Joanna comment right there. Blizzard acknowledges that Joanna didn't need changes, but they gave her changes anyway to, you know, further spruce up her kit, make it more feel like her, and give her more of a functionality. Did they just forget Tyrael exists in this game? Because that fucking asshole has, like, nothing going for him right now. I'm bringing this up because I just recently played Tyrael again, and I had a lot of fun with him, but his talent tree is garbage. His level 1 talents are, your choices are Regeneration Master, which is generic as fuck, so they gotta fix that. The one that makes your E, I think the one that, your Sword Swipe, do a little bit more damage to heroes, which is the best pick for right now. And 2 talents, 2 of them, that affect your passive. What's your passive? Oh yeah, die. Your passive is to die, and then you can give someone the hug of death and explode and deal damage. But if they're smart, they'll kill you and run, so the fuck good does that do? Like, his passive is one of the worst in the game because it actively encourages you to play shittily to get any use out of it. There's been so many people who have given, like, fantastic suggestions for a material, up to and including something as simple as if you hit someone with your passive, your death counter's a little bit faster, or you get some kind of an added bonus when you come back, or something. Something dirt simple. And Blizzard keeps forgetting that Tyrael exists. Like, just give the poor guy something, because he's lots of fun. But he kinda sucks. Alright, rant over, moving on. Collections. Damn it, Blizzard! Now I'm done. Loot chests purchased via the loot tab will now only grant rare chests rather than normal chests. I saw this the other day and it's fucking awesome. Because, like, I don't buy loot chests often. When I get, like, gems, I just hold on to them until a new hero comes out. But it's good to know that if you're gonna throw money, it's like the Hearthstone changes they recently made, I think 3 patches ago, where legendaries no longer stack. So if you get a legendary, you will not get a duplicate of one you have. It will either be a brand new one you don't have from that set, or I think it could be a gold one of one you do have, which is fine because you can disenchant that for a new one, whatever. So this is a step in the right direction. This is like rewarding players for buying something, if that makes any sense at all. Like, you shouldn't have to because it's their choice to buy it, but this makes it a little bit more bang for your buck, which is nice to have. The Celestial Steed mount has been removed and replaced with the Celestial Raptor. I've already gotten that myself because I was waiting. The reason I haven't done Kel'Thuzad yet, even though I normally try to do first impression videos whenever I have the chance, and I'm actively doing video work, so shut up, is because I didn't have the gems for him, and I keep spending my gold on rerolling loot boxes because I'm an idiot. But today, I acquired enough gems that once I bought the $10 bundle, I had enough gems to buy 2 heroes brand new. So I can buy Anna, and I can buy Kel'Thuzad. And the other reason why I was waiting for that was not only just to have a second hero to buy, but I knew this change was coming, and I wanted the free mount for buying gems. See what I'm going with here? So it's great. I like that Blizzard's keeping these Celestial ones as like a reward for doing that. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's a cool little thing. The 1,000 gem reward for reaching level 5 has been removed. I don't really know if I agree with that because it's not replaced with anything. They're just taking it away. Like, they just gave us better loot chests and then took away a bonus for reaching, like, the only milestone that's going to give you gems, really. I think 525 gave me 150 gems. That's it. So level 5 was like, at least this could get you a couple of heroes if you didn't have them, and I don't think the massive hero bundles exist anymore. So, I don't know. I question that. And the welcome bundle's been removed from the collection. Was that the $5 bundle? Like, yeah, was that the $5 bundle that gave you like the zebra and a couple of gems and like 3 loot boxes? Is that one? Because that sucks if that's been removed. That was a good bundle. The following bundles have been added: Anna, Varian, Nubrag, blah 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 blah. I was really bummed out to see that the Diva Deathwing skin that was advertised in the Volskaya trailer is not part of her skins yet. I get why, and I suspected this was going to be the case. They advertised it, but they brushed over it. Kind of like they did with Junkrat. They didn't want it, like, some people were like, oh, they're releasing Anna and Junkrat simultaneously. They're not. That'd be stupid to do. That's like me filming 10 videos and then putting them all on the same day for no reason when I could just stretch them out over a course of a schedule. That's what Blizzard did. They produced 2 heroes and some cool-ass skins, and they're like, all right, we're gonna feed these to you over the course of the next couple weeks. This way, we have more time for ourselves to work on future stuff, as opposed to being like, congrats, you have everything. What the fuck do we do next? We gotta panic. Panic now. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that the Diva Deathwing skin didn't come out yet, but I'm disappointed it didn't, because I really wanted it. But, whatever. At least Ahaka got a cool Diva skin. I'm a little bummed out at no voice change for that, but take what you can get. I'm definitely buying one of the Varian skins, though. Like, these... Like, Commandant Varian looks badass, and I've always thought that Varian had really shitty skins to start with. I didn't care for the... was the Logosh Varian, and the Master Skin Varians before were just him with a hat. Woo. So this one looks cool. And mounts, they finally dropped Illidan's Nightmare. Like, finally. I've seen that thing teased since... It might have been beta. It might have been the beta of this game I've seen this shit teased. If not, it was really, really, really early on. The Invisible Horse, which is kind of a cool idea, just to saddle some horseshoes in the outline of a horse. That's cool, and I've already looked. It's 10,000 gold, and there's no other way to get it. So that's cool. I like that. It's like with the Golden Treasure Goblin they had, or they might still have it. I didn't actually know if I saw that anymore. But it's cool. I like the ones that are just custom, like, they were just gold value. Because it means it's not unreachable, but you have to want it. So, I like that. I'm gonna buy that once I can stop spending my money on loot boxes. And bug fixes, blah, blah, blah. You know, if you want to know the bug fixes, you can read them. I'm not going to go through this entire list of them. But yeah, that was the patch notes for today, for the 26th. Some good ones. I'm mostly excited about the new battleground, the Varian skin, the new hero, obviously, and the Joanna changes. Those are the 4 big ones. The loot box thing is cool, but like I said, it doesn't affect me personally because I don't spend my gems on loot boxes. So, yeah. But for everybody else there, like, this is what we got for this week here. It's pretty good. You know, it's a nice update. We got some nice unexpected updates to certain characters, which is good. If I had any closing thoughts, it's fixed Tyrael. Make the guy great again. Hashtag 2017. I don't know. Just do it. Shia LaBeouf.